Well, there was a guest on the Kelly Clarkson show, Danny Ricker. He is an author, and he confessed that there are some lies that he tells his kids quite frequently.
There's a couple of lies I'm actively using on my children, and I encourage you and all your viewers to do these too. One of them is I've told my kids that the stereo in my car does not play kids' music, which is not true at all. And this is the big one. I told them that I have installed hundreds of microscopic, high-definition security cameras in our home.
Absolutely.
And that I can catch them doing anything bad. So if I think they're lying to me about misbehaving, I'll go, all right, well, I'm going to check the tape. And they confess immediately. So I encourage you and everyone to use these. And the only thing I ask is that you do not show this segment to my kids because it will honestly ruin my life.
I think the camera one is pretty effective.
Yeah.
That tactic would work, not with camera, but when I used to coach baseball camp for little kids, and I knew an incident happened, and one kid was the aggressor, but I didn't have all the details. And so I go, all right, so tell me what happened. I go, because look, I've got like 50 witnesses. Everyone knows what happened. Just be honest and tell me the truth, because I got a lot of people giving me information. Yeah, I did punch him. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Just go with there's so many witnesses.
Yeah. Now, I'm not a big fan of lying at all, but would you feel like there are a few necessary lies or little tactics that you should use to help your kids be on their best behavior? Or just to maybe make life a little bit easier for yourself? Is that a cop-out when it comes to parenting?
I don't know if he's listening. I think he's probably in the car on the way to school. So I'm showing my cards to Rocco right now. But
Panda, turn down the volume.
sometimes I'll tell him that the ice cream shop is closed. Oh, it's closed. Babe, I looked online, Google, it's closed.
See, I'm surprised he doesn't come right back. Mom, I'm on Google right now, and it is not closed. Look.
Right. Okay, do you have lies that you justify that you need to tell your kids to be a better parent? Or were you told a lie? It seems like there's a lot of people that are confessing that when they were little kids, they were told different things. One person says, when my kids were little, I would tell them that Chuck E. Cheese had closed down. That sounds like a very popular lie that's kind of going what Virginia does with the ice cream shop with her own son.
Yes, the ice cream store is closed, and Chuck E. Cheese is also closed.
Okay.
Yeah, they're remodeling.
I kind of feel like Chuck E. Cheese is entering I-95. You just got to go in there prepared. You got people drinking, you got adults, you got pizza. It's fun. It seems innocent, but is it? I don't know.
You get a lot thrown at you in a really short amount of time. One other person texted in, they said, my mom would tell me when we were little that there was a gremlin that would eat children if they weren't in bed by 8 p.m.
Oh, my.
We never missed 8 p.m. I mean, is that, where do you put that one? I mean, is that getting a little too intense here?
You're going to give your kid issues if they think there's a gremlin that's going to eat them.
You really can't mess up a kid with a lie. I don't want to say
Yes.
what family member it was, but they told me fireworks in the sky were dead bodies being lit on fire. So now when I see fireworks, it's like,
Well, and the thing with that lie, that's completely a pointless lie.
It makes no sense.
Yeah, there's no motivation on what you're doing with that.
So
The
I was,
only motivation was torture by one of your siblings.
so I was scared and stupid.
But now you're still to this day carrying around like, ugh.
I do not react.
You don't like
I
fireworks.
do not react well to them.
See, it sticks with you, parents. Do you really want to scar your kid for life?
Yeah. There's one mom, she confesses that she would tell her daughter that McDonald's would give you flesh-eating bacteria. There was a case on TV, and I was like, oh, yeah, they ate a Happy Meal.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, that is rough.
When I had my first girlfriend, I was in 8th grade. She was in 10th grade. My mom did not like that.
She was advanced.
She was advanced. And my mom got in my head. She goes, I'm going to know if you've been kissing too much because your lips are going to swell up like a big old balloon, and I'm going to know that. And I remember I made out with Melissa, and I was dreading going home thinking, they're all going to know.
My lips are
They
swollen.
look like I just made out with a cactus. But I believed it, though.
Yeah, keeps your kid from smooching all the girls in school.
Your mom said it with such authority.
Oh, she did.
You were like, it's the facts.
And
It's true.
I don't even know if she remembered saying it to me, and it stayed with me.
Now, I've heard this in the U.S. where the lie that a lot of times parents will tell their kids is that if you hear the music coming out of the ice cream man's truck, it means he's out of ice cream. Somebody said they grew up in the UK and their parents would tell them the same lie. So that is a global lie about the ice cream man.
It's just a waste of time. Like, why would the ice cream man be driving through the neighborhood playing the music if he was out of ice cream?
Yeah, if you were a smart kid, you'd be like, well, that's counter marketing. That makes
Right.
no sense.
Well, there's a certain age that works, and then all of a sudden they get a little older, a little privy, and they go, nah, that don't make sense, Mom.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And one kid, they said, growing up, my dad was a pilot, and my mom told us if we acted up on the plane, that our dad would be fired, and then we'd all be immediately homeless.
My.
I mean, that's a pretty good lie.
That's definitely intense.
That would have shook me.
I mean, eviction takes at least a few months, right?
Yeah, no.
Immediately
The
homeless.
second you land, you have no home. Thanks, kids.
This is how we do. It's the KVJ Show.